Broadcast live.
You know, like why not?
So you feel producers must rise?
I feel like producers are sleeping, man. They are sleeping. I mean, just off of this Producers Paradise podcast, man, the emails I get of these producers coming in on some, yo, man, can I please jump on, whatever. I'm like, yo, man, if only you knew, just talk to some people, network. Like, you're an important part of this music making process, man. You need to treat yourself like you are, you know? Like, you can't wait for somebody to put you on. You are the producer, the person that makes it happen, you know?
So let me show you the value chain of pushovers. Okay. The artist is pushed over by brands. We know the artists, as we've seen with the guys leaving stables, the artists have been pushed over by the labels, some of the independent labels that they sign by. Yeah. They even pushed over by the major labels that they sign by. Then when the artists push over, then that's another cycle, and then they push over the producers. Yeah. You know, so at the end of the day, you know, I don't want to divide, like, I don't want to divide the industry and go, yo, producers are here, artists are here, whatever the case be. At the end of the day, if everyone takes pride in the business, they'll respect every aspect of the business. You know what I mean? Yeah. I can speak on a producer that I know who, like, I have a relationship with, and from a long time ago he's worked with me from when I was Slicker, and I used to pay him then. Yeah. But he's literally made a name of himself, and there's a project I was working on, we never had money to pay him, and that's just what it was. Yeah. And he was just like, yo, Slick, I just want to be there. I just want to be a part of the project, and that's just what it is, you know? Yeah. And we're 100 with him, and we know his value. This cat is, since you're not naming names, I ain't gonna name names either. That's cool. Shit. I'm okay with that. You know? But, like, I mean, this guy literally, like, is really, really, like, one of the top producers right now, highly respected. He must be eating highly of his publishing, yeah. But he's a super producer. He's not even just a producer. Yeah. But he knew how to go. He understands the value of, so if you guys are working on a project, I know what it means for my publishing. You know what I mean? Yeah. And if you guys are getting that project together, I actually know that, like, even maybe other relationships, it could open these doors. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, you know, you gotta understand the whole value chain of the industry. If you are a producer and you're a pushover, you literally, like, think that the only way to get yours is getting paid. Yeah. But if you're a producer and you know the whole value chain of the artist, you'll know sometimes you go, you know, I just want to be a part of this project, but I don't want to get paid, but I know how I'm going to get it. Yeah. So for me, I think it's less guys going, yeah, you know, the producers are victims. No, learn the game. Yeah. Learn your negotiation. Like, now, you just said it now, you talk about Nyams, I said, well, that guy would never, that OG never approached you right by saying that. Yeah. But on another conversation, you could upsell. Yeah. And for me, it's always going to be the conversation, what are you going to upsell? Okay, I don't have a studio. You know, how you got product, bro, you know what I mean? Yeah. You got product. You know, guys who literally paid for studios, recording companies, like, owned masters. What are you negotiating? You know, put the paperwork on the ground, bruh. Okay, don't just think of money coming in.
I think I hear you, Slick, but I think it's also important to be respected. You know what I'm saying?
But I just said that, like, how you were approached. Yeah. I use the industry that, like, it's not being respected, it's being a pushover. If you're a pushover as a producer, the artist is a pushover as an artist. I'm just trying to show you that, like, everybody is a victim in some type of relationship if they allow it. So I don't want the producers to be victimized like they the pushovers. And no one ever, because even being an artist to a certain extent is thankless to a certain extent, even being an artist. It's a value chain.
I get that, but I think more than anything, it's my passion. I feel like it's my responsibility. As much as, you know, you mentioned the value chain, I think it's my responsibility to look for the interests of producers. You know what I'm saying? As much as you're saying I should consider, you know, the fact that an artist can be a victim and whoever can be a victim, cool, I get that. But for me, my experiences come from being a producer and being treated a certain way because I'm a producer.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
here's my thing. I say to people, I don't give a damn about politics.
Cool.
Like,
I don't either, actually. I
like,
don't.
you know what's my politics though?
What?
It's the music and the music industry. That's what I care about.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
That's my politics. That's my ANC, EFF parliament. That's what I fight for.
That's
That's
dope.
my politics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not involved in other politics. It's in my interest to go, yo, it's cool you feel that way. But at the end of the day, you got to sit around the table with with artists. So let's find a way to say, guys, know the whole value chain. So when you sit around the table with the artist, there's no conflict. And the artist also needs to understand the value. So the artist also is going to sit around the table. And then we got to sit with executives. Ne?
Yeah.
And then we got to sit with brands and who are literally going to be using the sync. Look at the layers. If we aren't taking care of this one thing where I'm a rapper, you're a producer, and we couldn't even talk it out. But the time that guy gives us that sync deal for 2 million and we've done a song together, we both gonna look stupid.
Yeah, it's gonna be a problem.
And like that guy's gonna see we're stupid and we're gonna be a pushover. So what I'm saying to you is that, yes, your politics is producers, but it's in the bigger scope of everything else that's linked to what makes a producer. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Listen, I don't want to divide. I'm just trying to say that, like, if your politics is music, production is what you are the minister of.
Yes.
Okay, minister of production. But the minister of production has to sit with the minister of the raps. And the minister of the raps has to sit with the minister of the brands.
Yes.
And the minister of the brands has to sit with the minister of the motherfucker that wants to rip us off.
Yeah, but Slick, it's important, dog. It's important
I'm not
for
denying.
me. It's almost like, you know what you're saying. What you're saying to me right now is how I'm understanding it. Is you're saying I must be part of the All Lives Matter.
No.
And me, I'm saying Black Lives Matter.
I'm not saying that.
You know what I'm saying?
not saying that. I'm saying that even if you say Black Lives Matter,
Yeah.
yes, they do. But they matter within. If there was no other race, then then that's all that would matter.
Yes.
It's just saying that within an ecosystem, Black Lives Matter.
Yes.
I'm saying to you, within production, this is your fight. You must fight it. I'm not
Exactly.
taking it away from you.
Yeah.
But you must fight it to a point where we can sit around the table with all the other players.
Yes.
Not fight it in a point where, like, you know, the producers are like just like this on their backs and they're like, well, fuck these guys, you know, we're not. Like, fight it because somewhere along the line we got to sit around the table and we got to all make money. Right?
I hear you.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm not saying fight it so like guys are like always like producers is always watching their back and like rappers are always like saying, well, fuck those producers, we're gonna get international beats also, you know,
Yeah.
but just go on the site and they didn't. Nah, once we do that, those guys take the money to the international, your guys just have, then we're not working because somewhere along the line we gotta sit around the table. So what am I gonna advise my producer? My G, know the whole business. If this guy disrespects you, fuck him. What am I say to the rapper? My G, if I can know that this guy is a core part of your business and the singing and the publishing, if you ain't ready to do that, don't even fucks with him because, you know, so everybody needs to know their role. Because at the end of the day, we gotta all sit together around the table as a culture. And you know why they rip us off as a culture? Is because we create these factions. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be Minister of Beats. But I'm just saying that, like, Minister of Beats, so we can all come to one stream of culture, of
Yeah.
ownership, of business, of commercialism, you know, cohesive and understandable commercialism. That's all. But until then, when that big check comes, and it always comes, that big check catches everybody when they're not ready, when they haven't tied up their loose ends. I'll use an example because it's past now. JR and Make the Circle Bigger.
Yes.
You know, and
With
Double HP.
Java,
You know what I mean?
yeah, I
You know,
remember
we
that.
could have had the same thing with Stethoscope, with Nissan and everything else.
Yeah.
But you know, we knew how to, we already knew what we were getting ourselves into. We knew that, like, even though we paid Stethoscope maybe a certain amount, you know, when that money came, we were bitter that fuck. There's 7 of us splitting money for a whole ad and this nigga's getting the whole check. We're bitter. But it was the right thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I hear you.
So, you know, so what I'm trying to say to you is that at Squatter Camp, we were better that, like, we're literally giving a guy, I think it was like close to 900,000 or something like that.
Damn,
you
that's
know?
a lot of money.
Exactly. Now, close to 900,000, and literally we sitting here as a group, And after the publisher has taken it, we sitting here as a group, like taking maybe like 300,000, I don't know. That nigga Stethoscope took close to 300, 400, and he never did it once. He did it twice, 3 times. I think we had 2 or 3 skins with Stethoscope. Wow. All the time, we knew the right thing was that he had to get his shit.
Yeah,
we were bitter
so
though.
dope, man.
We the ones that put the money behind all this shit though.
Yeah.
He just did the beat, we paid him commission. He never even put nothing behind it, but all the money had to go, like, the majority of the money had to go there.
I need to get him on Producer's Paradise, actually.
We were bitter. I'm just saying though, I just want to say that we're bitter, but because we understand the game, it is what it is.
That's really dope. I gotta commend you guys for that, because I don't know anybody else in the game that would ever do that. You know, that's proper, man. That's dope.
Well, I mean, my hands are clean, man. I don't owe nobody nothing.
That's so dope.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm in the game for so long.
Yeah.
That's why Stethoscope will still call me and try to give me beats. I'm like, I ain't rapping, nigga. And he send me house beats, you know? But what I'm saying is that, like, all my relationships, like I'm saying, the guy I said I was producing it, in 2009, he was an up and coming, his beats were shit, I gave him a shot. Yeah. Right now, he's one of the biggest producers, you know? But because I never played him at my prime, you know what I mean? He can still come back and respect me when I go, yo, I never asked him for anything for free. He just said, yo, Slick, because this is who you are and this is what we've done and this is the respect. And I was like, yo, we never had the money anyway, we appreciate it.
Yeah, man, I think the problem with the game, man, is people are just naturally unscrupulous. You know what I'm saying? Like, naturally. So it really affects the whole value chain when, you know, people don't think about the future. You know, they're consistently thinking about what I can get now, and nobody has that. I
just remembered another thing.
What? Tell me.
Where we lost, like, where we saw money just passing us again for a sing deal. Like, now, forget that. It's not Squad Account. Now it's an artist we putting money in. We haven't even gotten our money back. Yeah. When Kista got a sing deal for Flavor.
Yes.
Yeah, when Kista got a sing deal for Flavor, like, we literally, like, saw that money come in. A huge chunk of it, we only got a little percentage of it, but a huge chunk of it, we literally saw that money come in and go to whoever the producer was.
Wow.
Me and Smacks, understand?
Yeah.
And we haven't even gotten our money back from Quista and the money that we investing. But Flavor literally was the song, you know, that literally I got that flavor, and I think Reds used it.
Yeah. Wow.
But then the guy that the money went to actually was lying, because now he owed the guy who really earned. Now they tried to throw us back in and we're like, yo, guys, here are the books, we paid, you know?
Damn. Wow. Yeah, you see, it's all like, it all boils down to education, man. A lot of us, you know, are not educated in the business of the music, you know. As much as we're all passionate about making the music, I don't think we're educated enough to make the right decision.
And both parties, the artist and the producer.
No doubt.
And if two motherfuckers that don't know what's happening hear about a chick, those motherfuckers are gonna fight with their emotions and not about the principles.
No doubt. That's why we have these issues with labels right now, you know, where there's a lot of money being made, and as soon as people see money, yo, man, heads just fall off, you know. People don't think straight anymore. So I hear you, and I understand, you know. But also, please understand that it's a very big fight for me to give some sort of value. I want us to be at that table that you mentioned and feel like it's worth it for us to be there. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's important for us for the rest of the game to acknowledge that we deserve to be on that table. So that's essentially what my fight is.
So yo, I don't know if you have any more stuff you want to spit.
Nah, just every week, Producers Paradise. Please check it out on my website, www.promiselandint.co.za. That's it, man. Please check it out and download Help Me Not Forget Me. That's my new project that's out. That's it, man.
And without a doubt, we're gonna be posting, with your permission.
Yes.
We're gonna be posting every Monday.
Yes.
We're gonna be posting it also, because like I said, I'm a rapper, but I'm a blogger. I don't know what
Aye.
the fuck I am.
That's cool.
But I'm a culture.
Yes.
And
I want to be a culture like you, Slick.
But like for me, as a culture, I want all of us to sit around the table.
Yeah.
I want all of us to unite. I want all of us to you know, everybody knows that like our biggest equity is our talent.
Yes.
But all of us know that like we don't want to sit together and commercialize it. So for me, I want culture. I support you and I love what you're doing. And that's why I would never ever do a producer's show, because I know at half step. I respect it enough. You know, I wouldn't do, we got me doing verse of the month. I wouldn't do verse of the month because, you know, I mean, I'm into lyrics or whatever, but like I'm not like a detailed, like you know, there's certain things I wouldn't do. You know, I wouldn't even like do I wouldn't even do a whole swaggy fashion thing. Although I'm speaking to some people who can't do it, because I respect the elements of the game.
Yeah.
And when you respect the elements of the game, you start understanding that it's a whole culture. And before you walk into any of those doors, you gotta knock. So for me, I'm hip hop, B.
Yeah.
And for hip hop is literally being submissive and going, yo, I respect that. I respect that. I'm hip hop. So I want to sit in a room, and on Monday we're gonna be dropping you in between all the rappers, and it'll be the producers' conversation.
Word up. I'd appreciate that. I think the more word is spread, the better, you know?
Yo,
So I appreciate that.
out here with the homeboy Instro, he done told you the details of how to get everything that he has out there in the market, online. You're gonna catch his show on his site, to the site that you gotta go to check him out. And yo, Minister of Production in the motherfucking house.
Yeah.
We out. Thanks, man. G. Thank you.
Appreciate it, man. Yo, what a dope conversation.
Broadcast live